Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, we're having an interview with Christian Burton, who has just signed a letter of intent to play baseball with USC-Union. Christian, appreciate you taking a few moments with us, and congratulations. At this time, we're going to ask you a few questions.
Well, again, congratulations on signing with Union today. What went into the decision to go to Union, and what other schools were kind of looking at you possibly to go there?
Well, I had basically two schools that had offered me, and I signed with St. Andrews a while back, and it's 3 hours away.
Yeah. St. Andrews and Laurinburg, right?
Yeah, the distance played a big part in my decision, and just until this past week, I chose to go to USC-Union and had to decommit from St. Andrews because the distance problem and a little bit of financial troubles was going into my decision. So,
how tough of a phone call was that to call St. Andrews and tell them that you weren't coming?
Oh, I felt horrible, but it was something I had to do, really, for me and my family. So.
I know family has been a big support for you over the years. I see your grandfather here all the time. I imagine he's played a big role in that too.
Yes, I mean he's my grandfather. He married my grandma back when I was like 2, and my grandma passed away when I was 5. So he really didn't have to keep me because he's not my real grandpa. But he was a good man and kept me and raised me. I told him I wanted to play baseball, so he's helped me with my dream ever since.
And just so I know, his first and last name, your grandfather's?
It's Chuck Brents.
Chuck, and can you spell the last name?
P-R-I-N-C.
Okay, Chuck. That's okay. Have coaches talked about where you're going to be playing in terms of what position next year?
Well, when I talked to St. Andrews, they were going to have me at second, short, and third. And I haven't really talked to USC-Union, but he knows I play infield, so it's probably about the same.
Okay.
Okay. Now, you're going, of course, to play baseball, but education is also in there. Have you thought about what major you might pursue, and then what your career goals after college are?
My major is going to be sports management, but I'm going to USC-Union for 2 years and play baseball, and I'm going to take all my general classes, and I'm going to go to Carolina and finish my other 2 years. And after that, I'm either going to go to law school and get my law degree and try to be a sports agent, or I'm just going to be a high school baseball coach. I haven't made up my mind yet.
That's kind of two diverse possibilities there. One, the big money as a sport agent, and the other as a low-paid high school baseball coach.
I love being around baseball. So.
Okay. Could you see yourself someday coming back if coaching were to be the way you go? Could you see yourself coaching with Coach Nelson?
Yeah, I could coach with him. Because then he can't yell at me anymore.
Now, you're talking about going the first 2 years USC-Union and then transferring to Carolina. I'm assuming you mean the one in Columbia. Any thought about possibly trying to walk on down there?
Depends on how good I do at Union, if I walk on or not.
How nice is it to be, as close to home as you're going to be going to Union? How much of an influence was that?
It was a big influence. I still haven't made up my mind if I want to drive back and forth every day or if I'm going to stay up there in an apartment yet. So it was easier to make my decision to go there than it was St. Andrews.
Now, I believe you're going to have a former rival of yours, at least locally, up there as well. I believe Brandon Pitts is signed with Union. I mean, how nice is it going to be to be on the same side with him for a change instead of being on opposite sides?
I grew up playing baseball with him. I mean, we might hate each other when we play each other, Lawrence and Clinton, but we're friends, so it'll be easy.
Have you talked to him at all in terms of the signing?
I just learned this week.
Okay. So. Okay. So you feel pretty good that he's pretty. I bet he'll be pretty jazzed about the fact that he'll be playing on the same side with you again.
I mean, he shouldn't see a problem. We played together when we were younger on the same team.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, again, I appreciate you taking a few moments with us and look to hear big things from you at USC-Union.
Thank you.
All right.
Congratulations.